pitching to brands as a small influencer and a small blogger.
Why are you scared?
Hey everybody, and welcome to my YouTube channel. For those of you who are new here, I'm Cheric. I'm a lifestyle blogger and content creator. I'll make sure I leave the link below for that so you can come see me, check me out, and see more about what I do. So before I get into today's video, I kind of want to take a second just to talk about the direction of my channel. Myself, like many other YouTubers, when we're new in the beginning, kind of post and make videos about any and everything. And I kind of want to change the direction of that only because my whole online platform and my whole reason for even being here is to give value. So I said, Cheric, how can you give value? What can you do to actually teach somebody something, show them what you've learned, or just something that will make somebody's day? So I decided to make more videos about growing my social media presence and just ways that I use social media to multiply my streams of income. I don't really care to get on here and show you guys what I just brought from the latest store. Even though I do have videos like that, I'm not a fashion person, so I don't want to show you guys my outfits. I don't want to get on here and do my makeup. I just want to get on here and talk about things that I learned in the social media era, because social media is such a powerful platform, and I just want people to believe in it just as much as I do. So as a content creator, one of the main questions I get is, how do I pitch to brands? What am I saying to brands to get them to send me free products? What am I saying to brands to get them to pay me to post their product or talk about their service? Pitching to brands and working with different companies is one of the ways I use social media to multiply my streams of income. That's just one of the ways. It's not something that I plan to do forever, but right now it works. In today's video, as you can see by the title, I want to talk about pitching to brands as a small blogger and as a small influencer. Oftentimes, I hear a lot of people say, brands won't work with me because I only have 500 followers on Instagram, or brands won't sponsor me because I only have 1,000 unique visitors on my blog. So I made this video today to try to put it into that fear or that perception that you have that brands will not work with you because your numbers are in super duper high. So because you believe that, you don't reach out to brands, and because you don't reach out to brands, you miss out on opportunities. I'm here today to teach you how to pitch to brands with a small following, what to say in your pitch to make them work with you. Also, when brands reach out to you, what to say to get paid for your hard work and efforts. So if all that sounds like something that you're interested in, you definitely want to stick around to the end of this video. Also at the end, I'm going to share my pitch with you guys, so you can just basically copy and paste it, edit some things, and go ahead and start sending emails to brands so they can work with you and you can get paid for what you do. A lot of brands today prefer to work with micro influencers and smaller bloggers. Not necessarily because the rates are lower, but only because it seems like sometimes they're much more transparent. You get real life things from people like that. Not saying that bigger influencers are fake, but sometimes, I'm not gonna lie, that's just what they come across as. They come across as being fake and not genuine, and nobody wants anybody like that to represent their company. I mean, that's just is what it is. Think about that the next time, you know, you are wanting to pitch to a brand and you're like, oh, I can't do this because my numbers aren't high enough. I don't have 1,000 followers, I don't have 10,000 followers, I don't have the swipe up feature, or whatever it is that's going on in your mind. You gotta stop thinking that way. I was able to pitch to a local hotel here in my city, and I was able to work with them, and I believe I may have had like 2,000 followers at the time, and my website traffic wasn't that great. But again, I put myself out there. I put myself out there as a content creator, you know, and that is how I landed that. And it wasn't a paid collaboration, but we did work together, and that opportunity in itself opened so many other doors for me. And it was all because I just took the initiative and I had the courage to pitch my ideas to this hotel. They responded immediately. They actually were happy to work with me. So you don't want to be nervous. You don't want to be scared. Go ahead, put yourself out there and do it. And I know sometimes you say, I don't have a large following. The numbers aren't there, but don't let that discourage you, because the numbers don't have to be there. What needs to be there, what needs to be visible, is your hard work and your content creation. The next time you do approach a brand, you don't necessarily, especially if you know you're not that big in the beginning, don't approach a brand and immediately ask for money. I didn't do that in the beginning. When I first started pitching to brands, I pitched to brands as a content creator. Let me create content around your service. Let me create content around your product. Let me help you spread brand awareness about your new location or your new service or your new product. You don't necessarily have to go in asking for money right up front. Mind you, I've had a couple that will say, oh, what are you going to charge for this? Now, if they open that door, by all means, you go ahead and let them know what your rates are. You know, you go ahead and say it. But in the beginning, you want to build experience, build your profile. All of that is going to take time. It's going to take time. It's going to take effort. It's going to take hard work. And sometimes, yes, it's going to take some free work from you. But again, the reward in the end will be so beneficial to your overall social media presence. In the beginning, it may be a little rocky. You may not have that solid amount of traffic that somebody that has been blogging for 3 years might have, but you still can get out there. You can do it. You can make it work. Don't be nervous. Get it done. If I could do it as a small blogger, you could do it as a small blogger also. So don't let the numbers hold you back from missing out on opportunity, because opportunity is out there. But you got to go look for it. You know, it's not going to just fall in your hand. Nobody's going to give it to you. It's not going to just fall from the sky. You got to go out there. You got to be vulnerable. You got to put your work out there. Give good work. Give good value. And then brands will work with you. From what I hear today, the going rate on Instagram right now is $10 per 1,000 followers. And if I'm wrong, please let me know in the comments below. But that's what I hear is the going rate. So what that means, if you have 1,000 followers, you should be charging brands $10 to post. If you have 2,000, you should be charging brands $20 a post. You get it. What I try to do is I try to pitch to at least 3 brands every day. I know that sounds insane. On top of the ones that are emailing me firsthand, which is always good, I still try to stay a step above and go ahead and pitch to brands myself. And like I say, I try to at least pitch to 3, sometimes 4 if I have the time, but I definitely try to pitch to brands every day. Mind you, you will get no's. You will probably get more no's in the beginning before you start to see yes. If you are not getting no's, that means you're not pitching enough. So out of 10 pitches, you may get 7 no's. You may get 7 no's, but you get 3 yeses. And if you get 3 yes, you go ahead and you do your best, you make it work, and you build your portfolio. That's just how this goes. I would definitely say email these brands. You don't want to slide in the DMs, even though some of them slide in our DMs. And if they do, what I usually do is I say, okay, well, here is my business email address. If you could, I would love to hear more details. Send your messages there. I would love to hear more about this opportunity. That's usually what I do, because what I want to do is I want to get them off of social media and get them into my business email, because a lot of times with me, my business email is the name of my blog, which is my domain name, and a lot of times brands will go ahead and just look you up right there because they have your email address. It's good branding, and it just also is more professional. So definitely want to try to get them off of Instagram, or however they approach you. Just try to get them in your business email. And when you are a beginner blogger or a beginner Instagram influencer, you have to hustle yourself. You are your best representation. You are the one that has to get your brand and get your name out there so that people could start working with you. And believe it or not, once brands see that other brands are working with you, it's almost like a domino effect. Then you get 3 more emails in your inbox the next day. That's because you started pitching yourself to brands. Don't always expect brands to come email you. No matter how good your work is, no matter how many followers you have on Instagram, no matter how many unique blog visitors you get, you can't just sit and wait. You have to put yourself out there and, just pitch your ideas. Let them know how you can offer services to them. Let them know what, creative ideas that you have. Spread brand awareness about their new product or about their new service. That's your job as an influencer on social media. I'm more than happy to share my strategy and my tips on pitching to brands, because I definitely know that it's not easy. But I think the number one thing that holds us back is just being nervous that we're not big enough, nervous that we're not experienced enough. And I just want you to get out of that feeling, because you don't have to have a large following and you don't have to have skyrocketing numbers. You just have to have good content. You have to be consistent, and you have to know what you want. And if you know what you want, you ask for it, you're going to get it. You work for it, you're going to get it. That's just how it works. That is all for today's video. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, definitely want to make sure you leave me a thumbs up. Make sure you go ahead and download my free template so you can start pitching to brands today. And like I said, guys, go ahead and pitch to at least 3 brands a day. There will be many roads to know before they will lead you to a yes. But the thing is, you have to try. You have to be the one to get yourself out there, get your name out there, and try. So I'll catch y'all in the next video. Make sure you follow me on Instagram, and until then, I'll see y'all later. Bye bye.